The more you drink, the better we look.
Everybody, Samara Rivera here.
Hey, Nacy.
Nacy.
Burmex Croy at Mondays.
Welcome to Monday Nights Are a Bitch. So here we are.
Is it a bitch?
Well, people think Monday nights are a bitch. I love Mondays. It's a fresh start to
I was born on a Monday, so I love Mondays.
Yeah. So what we want to talk about today, I just looked at my Instagram and I saw these straight boys talking about does size matter? So I thought, hey, why don't we discuss what, because these are straight boys talking about what size matters, but what about the other side? To us, ladies and gentlemen, does size matter? What are your thoughts on this? Nacy, take it.
Oh,
I love how on this topic everybody gets quiet and like.
Now I know what I have to say, but
I'm not a size person. I'm a size queen. That's never been, my criteria. Because I like if I'm saying size, I say like
he's like beating around the bush right now.
I like average, and I've been with.
What's average?
I love how sophisticated she's saying this.
6 or 7.
Okay.
Because I believe I like the motion of the ocean. I believe like
average American terms, right?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I've never. If a guy has a big schlong or something like that, that doesn't define like, oh, if he doesn't have this, if he's not packing, then I'm 86,
Right.
I'm not that type of woman, To me, like, I actually prefer a little bit,
The motion of the ocean.
Yeah, that's just for me, my personal preference, because, I don't know. I hear about these stories of well-endowed men, and it freaks me out. It scares me. But some people like it. They want someone that's well-endowed, and I have friends that prefer that.
And they only prefer that.
And they only prefer that. And if that guy doesn't, if he's 7 inches or below, then he's gone. So I've never been that type of person, because to me it's, it could be about the sensuality. It could be just kissing, and the foreplay to me is much more exciting to me than actual sex sometimes, So I get more loosey-goosey about those kind of things than just the, wham bam kind of thing, But that's just my take on it.
Okay, well... Thank you for...
You're welcome. Oh my God, I hope my mom doesn't see this.
Right.
That'd be too much for her to handle. Burmex, what are your thoughts?
This is the awkward moment. No, it doesn't. But I'm a butt man. I love booty. So, but it's not bad to have a well-sized person with you.
Have you been with many men that are well endowed?
I actually have been.
To put you on the spot.
And unfortunately, it did not work out because obviously, if they're well endowed, most of the time they want the same thing I want. So it didn't work out. And
sexually, not
right.
relationship.
Both, right? Both. And so
size matters, yes or no?
Yeah. No, it doesn't
so
matter.
You said no. Okay.
I almost said yeah, right?
Somehow I know your answer.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that it really doesn't matter. What matters is, like Nacy was saying, how you need to know how to kiss. That's important.
Right.
Like, I love to kiss. Like, for me, I feel more when I'm kissing someone versus whatever size they have. And, the passion, the Kama Sutra, the massages.
The spirituality of it.
The incense, the candles, I'm going a little too far, but, things that...
And orally, too. Like, some people,
Yeah.
if they have good skills like that, that makes up for what they lack in. So, to me, I think those kind of experiences are are worthwhile.
It's kind of cool to also have someone that has a beautiful penis. You know, because it's kind of like it could be big and it could be horrible, or it could be small and it could be weird.
Or it could be really big and it doesn't really get hard. Like we've seen those that are so big.
No judgments.
They don't actually get fully hard.
Right.
They have to hold it.
So no judgments though, but it's just like my preference. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be like this perfection, but it's nice to see something decent looking visually for me. But I mean, it's not like a big deal. But just saying.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't say that I'm a size queen, but I do.
We knew this. It's so predictable.
Like.
By the way, she came out with the topic.
Size. Because I saw it on Instagram. These boys talking about it.
Yeah,
so
right.
Like, well, let's us talk about it, the other side. No. I think a bigger size is the cherry on top. You know.
For you. The big kielbasa.
As far as you know, the actual physical pleasure, and then also I think it works mentally. It helps to get into it. So you know, I love big sizes, but I would not like be disappointed in a guy if he's not a big size. Like there are some guys.
Size
no, there are.
That you would be okay with.
All sizes, I'm saying I would be okay with, and
even if
preferably
he was
bigger.
5 inch.
Yeah, as long as he knows. Like I'm open-minded, you know. As long as even if he's 5 or 5 and above, like you can't go lower than 5. Sorry.
So y'all that are 5, you can inbox.
I'm sorry, you cannot go lower.
Make
than
your
5.
comments below.
But
don't forget to subscribe.
Then you could be shocked and surprised, and maybe they know how to rock the boat. Or what do you say? The way the boat rocks. What's that saying?
Rock the boat.
So anyways, maybe they just know how to do it really well, even if they're not well endowed, and you still enjoy that, so it's okay.
I have friends that have actually told me that they've always been with a guy that's really big, but they were with that one person that was really tiny, and this person was a better love maker than all of them that had a big. No judgments or no downing people who have huge cocks.
No putting them down.
Right, just saying that they're talking to women. My straight women friends have told me that they have more pleasure with someone who had a smaller penis just because he knew how to kiss. He was making up for what he didn't have, obviously. But the point is that it worked out, and she actually fell for him. So that's all I got.
The only experience that I ever had that was a disappointment in terms of size is I dated a guy who was a bodybuilder, and he used to do competitions, and he did steroids, and you know it was problematic. You know,
so he shrunk.
Yeah, you know, and he was taking a lot of dosage, and it was affecting our, you know, because we were dating, and you know there were times when he couldn't get it up, and you know it just was getting, I felt like, oh God, it's shrinking, you know, and I'm just like, I'm not turned on. I'm more turned on you wearing underwear than without, you know.
Right.
And it just got to a point where, like, you know, like, yeah, you're not being pleasured, you're not feeling anything, and I just like, well, yeah, like this is just not going to work, especially if you're taking steroids, because it's affecting, you know, our sexual, you know, life together. So that was the only disappointment I ever had with a guy. But, you know, he was using steroids.
Also, on the other end is that sometimes a guy can be too big and it's actually painful.
Sure.
Or, you know, like, you don't enjoy it because it's
That's my fear
so
of being with.
Well, I know some friends that if it ain't big, it ain't going. So I get it. It's like both sides.
But I think our final answer is size does not matter.
No.
And I know that the size queens are not gonna like this video, but it's okay.
But you know, I mean, we're open-minded. Like we've had guys that were smaller and the sex was just so much more pleasurable than with a guy that was bigger.
Right.
But then again, you know, sometimes it's also more pleasurable with a guy that's bigger. So size does not matter. No. It's the way you rock the boat. It's the way you do it.
You're right. It's really how passionate and how open you are when you are in the moment of pleasing or being pleased.
And if you know how to please your partner, then, you know, like I always say, what you lack in, you make up for it in other ways.
Like you said, that one guy that was kissing more and being more affectionate and taking time.
Caught her attention. It was like opened her heart.
They ended up together.
Well, they didn't. Well, there's a story behind it that they couldn't, but the point was that she always, you know, remembered him. So that's more important than even if they were continuing a relationship, because she never forgot that relationship. So, you know.
So there you have it. Size does not matter according to us. So leave your comments, and I'm sure you will. So
we're gonna see a whole bunch of people
with Samara,
Nacy,
Vermex Van Croy, eggplants.
Eggplant emojis.